What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. So let's get into this whole situation. So it seemed like Todd is throwing some shade, and also he's doing it on the behest of his wife. That's what it seems. So basically, Todd said only way that Xscape is gonna get together and do what they need to do if they get down to the nitty gritty. And Todd said that when it comes to Tasha, she wanted to go solo, and it got shoved, and Kandi went solo. And he said basically that's the problem, that's the situation. He says that Tasha feels that she should be where Kandi is at today. And I was like, Lord have mercy, if Tasha feels that way, you know that the reason why she can't stand Kandi, if she had beef with her all the way back then and she thought that she was the better singer and she was supposed to go solo, and then Kandi came out of nowhere and shelved her deal. So basically it seems like Tasha is saying that yes, she was supposed to go solo, yes, she was supposed to have this, but Kandi was complaining. Kandi has something to say. Kandi wasn't happy about the situation, and she confronted Jermaine and asked Jermaine, why is, Tasha singing lead? Why is Tasha doing this? Why is Tasha doing that? Are you trying to go solo, with Tasha and things of that nature? And so it seems like Tasha is basically saying that Kandi was jealous and she got her deal shelved. You know what I mean? And then you have Todd basically saying that Tasha wished she had the lifestyle and the accolades and prestigious reputation, and also she got the money, she got the bag, she can do anything. Her mom is basically looking at her like she is a problem. I was like, Lord have mercy, I don't even know how you do it when it comes to Tamika, because Tamika is basically saying that she had to kiss her mother and she had to kiss her sister tail her whole entire life, and if she didn't kiss their tail, she felt like she wasn't loved, she felt like she wasn't respected. And also her sister and her mother would tell her that she's not acting of God, she's not acting Christian like, and she got the devil in her. So basically they use brainwashing of the Bible to brainwash her to basically, kiss Tasha and her mother's tail, and made her feel guilty and withheld love from her child. This is a whole mess, and it does not sound like it's something that the girl's making up. It sounds real. Then you got Kandi co-signing it, and Kandi's basically saying, yeah, you dropped us. And Tamika admitted that, she turned on everybody for her sister because that's something that she had to do. That's something that she felt like she had to do. And she also says on her YouTube channel that she almost went to jail. She almost did a life bid for, Tasha. Okay, like, Tasha, what you out here in the streets doing? What, you got soldiers out here? You and your husband got soldiers out here allegedly stealing $30,000. And basically Tasha and Rocky says that they don't have to defend the truth because the truth defends itself. So basically they're telling you that it sounds like a lie to me when Rocky said we don't have to defend the truth because the truth defends itself, so we don't have to worry about it. Child, Kandi already confirmed it, that y'all took the money, child. Okay, we just waiting for Tiny to confirm it and say y'all took the money. Okay, so in any event, there's a whole lot going on. They're trying to get, Tasha back on board, trying to get Tasha in the meeting. But once Tamika tell them what happened and what went down at her mama's house, and all the girls are just looking at her like, child, they knew it was going to happen, but why did it have to happen now? Why it got to happen with this going on? And right now, Kandi, Tiny, and Tamika are feeling that Tasha's doing way too much, in the way that she's so separated from the group, the way that she's basically making these problems and these issues, and something's going on, and they feel like she's doing something in the dark, baby. So there's some footsteps in the dark, okay? Like, what's really going on, okay? So when Rocky said we don't got to defend ourselves, and basically he said her and Kandi ain't never got along. And when it comes to Tasha, she said no, she never got along with Kandi because Kandi got a jealous spirit, she got a jealous heart, and she blocked my bag. And I guarantee you she thinks that Kandi blocked her in the industry, and she used the males that she was sleeping with, to basically hold Tasha out of the industry. I bet you she feel that way because she accused Kandi of sleeping with Jermaine, his father, the whole So Def, and whoever else that she had to sleep with. Bye. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. I was like, Lord. And then we have none other than the mother calling Tamika jealous. we got the mother calling, Tamika jealous. And now we have a phone call that Tamika decides to play for us. I was like, Lord have mercy, what's going on? So Tamika basically played a recording of her mother saying that, you better do right. You better change. You're doing your sister wrong. You better humble yourself. You better listen to God. You better listen what he says. You better listen to what God says to you through your sister. You better listen to your sister. And if you hurt your sister like you're doing, it's not gonna be right. And also she said you're not living righteously. So basically the mama done called and threatened the daughter, telling her that she don't got God in her, telling her that she done backslide, that she's an evil devil. And also the mom said, if I find out that you jumped on your sister, I don't know if she talking about physically jumped on her sister or is she talking about verbally, but she said she gonna put her foot up in Tamika's butt. She gonna beat Tamika down. So what kind of mother calls their daughter and threaten to hurt her? You're supposed to be peace, love. You're supposed to be a Christian. You're supposed to be a woman of God. You guys supposed to be holding your head up high, but you're here threatening your daughter. What an evil woman, what an evil smile, what an evil sister. Tasha is, if they're actually doing these things to control this girl, they use the Bible in their love and basically treating her like she's less than and putting her in the corner when she don't do what they say. And then she learned to be servant to her sister and her mother. Baby, not ever. Oh God. Then we get to this part where Tamika, she's crying to Taj, and she's basically telling Taj that her mom and her sister will withhold love from her because Taj said, why do you feel like you need to chase your sister around? Why do you feel like you need to cater to her? Why do you feel like you need to protect her? Why do you feel like you need to choose her? Why do you feel this way and why do you feel that way? Because she said, because if I didn't follow what my mom and my sister wanted me to do, they would withhold love from me, or they mistreat me, or they wouldn't want me around, and they'll just say I'm bad. I was like, oh my God. So this girl has been getting abused her whole life. So now we get down to this whole situation where all the ladies, they meet up, even Tasha, she's there, and they're trying to have a conversation with Tasha, but Tasha really ain't hearing it, and she ain't getting no info back. She ain't telling them how she feeling or anything at all, because she wants to handle business with her sisters first. What does that have to do with you going on tour, with you guys getting money in your pocket? That's personal business. Tiny's even trying to tell her, girl, that is personal business. But in any event, I believe Tasha feels like she was ambushed because everybody's telling her they don't want the management. So after the shooting that happened in Vegas or whatever the case may be, they don't want the management, because remember, Tamika jumped on YouTube and basically said that there was a shooting out there, and the management and the assistant management, the road management, they all walked Tasha out, and they was holding her hand, making sure she was okay, and they left and didn't check on the rest of the three members of the group. So it seems like the three members of the group came to a conscious decision, basically to say they don't want the same management anymore. They want new management. They asked Tasha, how you feel about that? And she said she gonna pray about it. And Kandi said, oh, she don't answer NT questions without her second brain. Okay, and her second brain is her husband, okay, Rocky. So therefore, Kandi's basically saying she can't make a sound decision without a man. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that situation. Kandi let Todd run the business and do what he do, but ultimately you heard Todd say on this episode, the meeting don't start until the AR person get here they self, and that was Kandi. He knows. But she said that she let Todd run. She don't even want to talk about it. She want to talk to her sister. And Tamika said, okay, let's talk about it. And she was like, no, I don't want to talk about it right here. And Tamika's basically saying, girl, you might as well talk about it right here, because everybody know what's going on. Everybody know what's happening. So you already know. Tasha feels like, okay, so you've been talking about me behind my back to these girls. They know my business, because it seems like Tasha is trying to basically back up and let's do this privately, okay? And Tamika said, no, let's talk about you walking around here with a chip on your shoulder. Let's talk about, I don't even know who you are anymore. You act like we're not family. Turn around and she says, we ain't gonna discuss anything until we talk about my mama and how you disrespected her. I was like, girl, she did not disrespect your mama like that. She told the truth. She was feeling a certain type of way, how you was acting, and your mom was jumping on her side. She didn't swear, she didn't curse. She just basically told how she felt. So she can't say how she feels. She can't talk how she feels, especially if she feels like she's being attacked, because her sister and her mama was done with teaming her, and that scene that they did on the first episode. Okay, I just feel like wanted to tell the business regardless. I I think she wanted to put it out there. I think she still feels a certain type of way about that 30,000 going, and her sister not giving her no money. And I could see, okay, so let's talk about this whole point. It seems like, Kandi point was proven when Tasha had a meeting with Gospel Motown, and they was actually sitting at the table, and the Motown executive asked Tasha, does Xscape know? What are you going to be doing with Xscape, and things of that nature? And so Tasha didn't even know how to answer the question as far as like about Xscape or anything like that. She was just only coming in there talking about her. And you're part of a group. The reason why you're there is because you're a part of Xscape and you're a good singer. So she looked at her husband, she kept staring at him, and then he jumped up and he said, girl, I didn't know that you didn't tell Xscape. Like, I thought you would have told Xscape. So basically he was like, don't throw me under the bus that you didn't tell Xscape. So I was like, oh child, she didn't want to tell Xscape at all. She wanted to sock it to him. Okay, he was like, I thought you did. And it was like she was waiting for him to respond. She was waiting for him to answer the question, for her. You know what I mean? And so then, the Motown exec, he's looking like, oh God, that's cold-blooded. He just turned his face like, girl, if you doing the people like that you work with and your sister, how are you gonna do us? Are we gonna have a good relationship or not? He turned his face up, and then he asked the girl to sing like she's on a talent show. Baby, like, did she get the deal? Why is she singing for you if she ain't got the deal? You know what I mean? Like, come on, you sing because you you want the deal. If she already got the deal, and he said, that's some space for you. So I hope they made some space for the child. Tasha and her mama, they're out here fronting like they Christians, child. If anything that Tamika said is true, they should be embarrassed, child. I mean, I don't think we're gonna see Tasha in a few episodes, because she can't stomach this mess. Okay, and she can't stomach Kandi, child. She don't like Kandi, but she do talk to Tiny. All right, so as far as what's gonna happen between you and your sister relationship, how can you make it up? Has it gone too long? Blah blah blah. And so all of a sudden, her husband came over there and was whispering in her ear, and everybody's like, "What is he telling you? Like, why are you whispering? Like, what's going on?" So this could be another example of, them sharing one brain, and basically Tasha sharing her husband's brain, but he also could just be telling her some info, Tasha, like, I don't know what's going on with Tasha and these floors, but something definitely is going on. Something's up with this carpet. This carpet looks like a complete mess.